Sustainability is making something last as long as possible, right? And for that to happen, it has to have three clear legs, I say, of the table, right? One, it has to make economic sense, because no one is going to hold up to something that is not profitable for too long, right? You'll do it for a while until you have financing, and then not anymore. It has to respect the environment, of course, because if you destroy the place you are doing an activity, you will not be able to do it for too long either. And it has to have a positive social impact. The people around that activity, and I'm talking about any activity, economic activities, industrial, agriculture, tourism. The people around that activity have to feel, to know that your presence there, that your activity in that place makes sense to their lives, improves their lives some way. Biodiversity for Ecuadorians, it builds our identity, and we have to work stronger on that. As my wife says, and we always talk about this, you cannot love what you don't know, and you will never take care of what you don't love. So we have to start knowing what we have so that we can take care of it. That's what UPenn is doing at Galapagos, and I really applaud it. And this is the approach that I like to environmentalism, is making that the people in the islands know what they have around them so that they can love it and take care of it. So UPenn is helping them to get to know the islands. Excellent. First step. Second step, understanding how can you reduce your impact in that environment that is a fragile environment. One amazing country with an amazing biodiversity that inspired two geniuses. And the message of Darwin, what is the message of Darwin to us today? That if we don't evolve, we die. Yeah, that's basically it. And evolving means doing things differently. An amazing message that I leave to you to reflect on, to think about, and to keep bringing ideas. And that's what universities are here for. Ecuador is biodiversity. That's what Ecuador is. And there is testimony to that for over 200 years at least. One of the first people to discover this was Alexander von Humboldt. Why do I start with Humboldt? Because you cannot speak about climate change, biodiversity, without starting with this guy. This was a visionary. He was not only an environmentalist, a term that didn't exist at that point of history, but also a humanist. He understood the importance of the human being and the relation that he should have with nature. And he saw that while traveling in my country, in Ecuador. So if you're going to have oil exploitation in Ecuador, or anywhere else where you have a fragile environment around you, you have to find the best techniques and the less invasive technologies and do it the best way possible, right? So I'm not saying don't do it. I'm just saying be careful. Because any human activity, including tourism, has an environmental impact. Anything we do. The trip you took from wherever you came from to here, it has an environmental impact. So the question is, how do we reduce that impact? Every day, that's a question we have to make.